Hello and welcome to this video from easyLog. This presentation is about our web browser-based staff scheduling software called easyLog plus SB, and in particular a feature within it which is regarding FlexiShifts. Now FlexiShifts are operated particularly in the cleaning industry, where an employee might be asked to go to clean at a site, let's say for 2 hours, but they can go there within a particular time banding, so maybe 2 hours can be worked between 6 in the morning through till midday, and they can therefore turn up at any time between that, as long as they provide the 2-hour cleaning service. Now, there's a little bit of background in order to explain this and how this feature works, and also to explain why we've added this feature. Now, clearly, traditional staff scheduling systems would operate on the basis of somebody being asked to arrive at a shift at a certain time and leave at a certain time. Now, clearly, FlexiShifts break that principle completely. So what we've done within the software is handle that with a couple of features behind the scenes. Firstly, let me show you in the standard shifts and the way that those are set up. So I've described here 4 shifts, which you can see I've just added the title Flexi before them. This description can be whatever you wish. Here's the actual time bandings of the shifts, and here is how long the cleaner needs to be on site in this particular case. So you can see there on this shift it's between 2 and 6 in the afternoon, and they have to be there for 2 hours. Now, another feature then related to that is in the workgroups function. Now, workgroups are ways of describing and pulling together employees that have particular skills or work in a particular area or location, for example. So again, I've set up an example here in Leicester, in central Leicester, for cleaners. So again, if I just tick that box and edit it, I'll show you at the bottom here the fact that you there have these 2 parameters with regard to authorization bands. So the first one defines if the person works greater than 15 minutes over the top of the shift they've been asked to work, then it will be highlighted to you, and then you can authorize their extra time or not. And if they work less than 10 minutes under the period you've asked them to attend site for, again, that will be highlighted to you. Now, the reason for putting these authorization bands in there is clearly for efficiency of authorizing and paying payments to the staff. Their hours of attendance can then be automatically recorded at the site through an app on their mobile phone or some other recording equipment that we can supply and you can use at each site, and those are then automatically compared against the period that they should have attended site and between the time limits that are for that particular period. So if we then go to the Rota, we'll explore that further. So here we are on the main Rota screen. We're just looking at a particular week's period here in March, looking at the work group, as I said, that are cleaners in central Leicester. And you notice I've set up some examples with regard to this lady Bethan. Now, she's on 4 shifts, as you can see, at WH Smith's in Leicester, and she should attend site between the hours of 6 and 10, but for 2 hours between those 4. So, for example, she could turn up between 7 and 9, 6:30 till 8:30, etc. So to add that shift, one of those shifts, onto the Rota, all I do is simply select the particular shift. It's down here, and then just click select the client, which is WH Smith's, and then simply click on the shift on the day, and then the shift actually appears. Okay, so as I say, what I've done is I put in some attendance records for Bethan, and those will now be automatically compared against the shift times that we've asked her to work. So all I do is go into payroll mode, and now we can see, as I say, I've just done this for Bethan, so you can see the other ones here in red because there are no attendance records against those particular shifts. But you can see for Bethan is that green is good. Green means that she's performed to the shift hours that we asked her to do. So, as I said, she should appear for 2 hours between 6 and 10. As you can see here, she got there just before 6, and she left just after 8, which is great. She's done what we've asked her to do, and therefore that shift pattern has gone to green, meaning it will be automatically paid. We see likewise for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. However, on Tuesday, she got there at 7:35, which means roughly she should have left there at 9:35. But you can see she actually left around about 10 minutes early or more and left at 9:24. And that is why it's been highlighted in red to me, in order to say, bring that to my attention, and I can then authorize that for payment or say, well, I'm only going to pay her for 1 hour and 3/4 or whatever I wish to do. So if I just simply click on that shift, it will then go to purple and allow me then just to automatically authorize that and say, yes, okay, I'll pay for those 2 hours that 10 or 11 minutes short in the shift is absolutely fine. If that's a mistake, I can click on it again and put it back to how it was. I've also got other methods of changing this as well. So again, if I just put my cursor on there, you know, so then I get these options to say automatic authorization, which will do exactly the same as what I've just done in terms of just clicking on that and paying her for 2 hours. I can go into manual authorization and therefore pay her for any period of time between the hours of her actual attendance records. If I go back without saving, go through that again, and let's explore what we also have in automatic authorization. So I can pay to shift, I can pay her to the actual attendance times that she was there on site, or if I pay to band, then that will round that up or down, and you can see it's rounded back to just pay her for 1 hour and 3/4 rather than 2 hours. So from here I can print out a pay report. If I have different rates of pay for weekend working as opposed to Monday to Friday working, then that will automatically be divided out for me. That pay report can be sent out into a third-party payroll system, such as Sage, for example, in order to maintain and make the process far more efficient rather than having to rekey that information. So I say, short presentation. Hopefully that gives you an idea about the FlexiShifts, how they, as in this case, being used in the clean industry, but obviously can be used across any industry in terms of people attending site for a period of time, but within an overall time banding. Okay, thank you very much for listening. You can obviously contact us to find out more and organise an individual demonstration for your needs. Our phone number here, 01892 834406, or email us at info@easylog.co.uk, or indeed please look at our website, easylog.co.uk. Okay, many thanks again. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye.